Hello, welcome to my ITSL game versus Thomas Verliefde. This is my first ITSL playoff game since I managed to barely advance in the tournament. And as my dear opponent was the higher seed in the bracket, he chose the side. So that's why he's playing the USSR. Well, let's see how it goes. So far, the hand isn't really brilliant. Uh, However, it could have been worse. So, Fiddle is good because I can make the CIA unplayable for him. Nuclear test ban is a useful forum. Olympic Games will have to be my headline, unless I want to go for East European unrest, but I don't think that I want to waste a 3-up on headline, especially while I'm this poor. In the Pakistani war is potentially a useful event. Suez Crisis and the Arab-Israeli war could be potentially played for ups. And Vietnam revolts are annoying, but it's way better if I got them than if you were to get them, because, well, it's a great turn 1 headline for USSR. Let's go for Olympic Games. Of course, this can go poorly bad. Even if I lose, it's not a tragedy. Getting purged, however, is a tragedy. Uh, then, well, that's very bad. Okay, I guess Suez Crisis is going to space then. I'm not playing that as an event. Okay, that's bad. Huh. Do I coup back immediately? I will probably have to play Arab-Israeli war at some point. So I should make sure that I'm present in the Lebanon before I do that. The question is, can I just play Arab-Israeli war immediately to Lebanon? That's pretty risky, because if I fail the war, he can coup me out of Lebanon, and if I get unlucky, I can just be absent in the Middle East for the rest of my life. Hmm. I'm tempted to just coup Iran with a nuclear test ban. That's like, if I fail that roll, this is. I'm not saying it's game over, but it's terrible. Theoretically, I have both Israeli events in the early war, so maybe I don't have to exit Israel yet. Maybe I could just space Suez Crisis and see what he does. Well, of course. Mm, if I knew this was going to be my role, I would have could Iran immediately. Of course, there's always an option of quitting Vietnam with Vietnam revolts, but I don't expect that to be a successful pursuit in my current situation, where he's gonna have the boost from Vietnam revolts and I'm gonna have the debuff of Purge. So I would like to avoid that. So that's probably gonna be my hold card, unless Defcon remains at 4 till the end of the turn, I guess. It's all hard. I'm not even sure if I want to enter Malaysia. Jesus Christ. Huh. Alright. Okay, so now I don't have to wonder about quitting Iran. And now there's no value for me in giving him Fidel. but it's still hard to avoid. Maybe now is actually a good time to play Vietnam Revolts and coup Vietnam. Because now he has uh, access to Thailand anyway, so even if I lose the war, at least I get some mill-ups and I waste a couple of turns, which is kind of good for me because I'm under purge, so I want to skip this whole turn basically. Okay, that's terrible. But well, what am I gonna do? Now he's probably gonna coup Panama, I guess. And I don't have any good coup targets, which of course was done on purpose by him. Let's grab that. Or maybe I should actually take Indonesia. Okay, I guess I won't be eventing East European unrest. Let's do something like that. Yeah, that's understandable. I have no way of stopping his domination, so I will not even try. Damn. I think I may want... Okay, I will just assume that he doesn't have blockade. I'm not gonna... I kind of want to hold in the Pakistani war, and if I do that, I will have to play Arab-Israeli war, and if I want to play Arab-Israeli war, I kind of need to play like this. So I will just accept the fact that if he got both purge and blockade turn one, I guess I will just lose with Germany. I kind of don't want to pay the price of playing around a card he probably doesn't have. Okay, that was to be expected. Alright, let's give him our Israeli war. Okay, so I'm glad that I managed to take Egypt and Lebanon. And let's enter France. The goal is still somewhere out there, but Suez is gone, so maybe that won't be a waste. And if I get more ops on turn 2 than I got this time, maybe I will be able to capture Algeria. Would be cool. Please don't have blockade. That's not a big ask, I think. Oh, and even if he has blockade, he probably wants to capture something in the Middle East. It's pretty dangerous to leave it on my domination with his lack of presence. That would be some free VPs for me if I draw Middle East scoring. Even Nasser doesn't save him, and Distal surely doesn't save him. He has the goal, so he's probably taking France, right? Yeah. Okay. To get equal in Milot, I will have to go with Fidel, and I think I will use that chance. I want to degrade Defcon as well, so if I get Dak and he gets the CIA, he's stuck with it. So the question is, do I go South Africa, Chile, or Iraq? All of those targets are very juicy. South Africa is probably the weakest one. as he can get back there with equal, so that doesn't really matter as much as it could. Chile and Iraq are both huge if I roll a 6. It matters only if I roll a 6, but, well, there's a chance. He goes back to Chile with Junta and Allende. Junta is still... It's still... He's probably gonna play Junta elsewhere if he draws it, so basically Allende is a card I'm thinking about. And Iraq is very relevant since, well... Middle East is to be scored soon. Let's go for Iraq. Whoa. Okay, I guess 1/6 of a chance is still something that matters. So let's see. And I got the Middle East, and I got Duck, but Duck isn't that good since I got the CIA as well. Marshall would be a great card to play, but well, Middle East is just 3 VPs, so I will take them. Warsaw, Tank, Cambridge, Blockade. I'm probably holding Blockade with this hand. I don't want to discard Warsaw Pact, why would I? It's a good card to play. Romanian sucks. That's a really good headline. And it's probably better for me than if he were to play Nasser. But that means that now he gets to Panama, probably. And then if I play Marshall and he has Europe scoring, he's still gonna drop it. Okay, he's not gonna play like that, he's gonna just drop Europe. Of course, that's not necessarily a mistake, because that means that if I coup something now, and I don't even have a good coup target, he gets to take Angola. So I have to think about it. You're staying with me. Alright. Theoretically, he could have NATO, and he doesn't really need influence in Europe anymore since Europe is dropped. So maybe I should play Warsaw Pact right now. And he doesn't need diesel fuel since diesel is gone, so Warsaw Pact is just a good card to play. It has decent ops and it activates NATO if he holds it. So let's go to Jordan. Let's take Algeria. Of course, it could be worth considering protecting Panama as well. But I guess if he goes Panama, then I just get to go into Iraq and take Angola. It's acceptable. Special gets UN, so he doesn't have NATO, alright? Okay, he goes in the direction of Pakistan. He's probably gonna grab Iran before he does take Pakistan. And then I will go Iran. Let's enter Iraq and Panama. Actually, and now I think I will take Angola. So now if I lower the DEFCON, I actually take Angola. Or, actually, what if I do something like this? This makes it pretty hard for him to play this game, right? It looks very good. Because now if he coups Angola, if he doesn't coup Angola, he lets me coup, and then I get Angola and Zaire and Milos. And that's great. And if he coups Angola, then I get Nigeria and Iran, and I'm still in a decent position. So I think he allowed me to get pretty much out of this. The downside is, of course, that I don't get to play Marshall for event, but I probably wouldn't do that anyway. His decal, disgusting. Eh. Can I just ignore it and do something like that? And then after he does something, I just probably like Kusangola now, and then I just take Pakistan with Cambridge 5, and if he steals it with China, I event in the Pakistani war and hope for a win on 50-50. And if he doesn't, then I get to keep Pakistan before AJ scored. It worsens my situation in Africa, but there's still some time before Africa becomes relevant in this game, so I think I may allow that temporarily to happen. He coups with China? What the hell? Oh, he coups that with China. Alright. I will just grab Algeria then and see what he does next. It's pretty unfortunate that I drew the CIA in this case. I'm holding blockade, so I'm gonna play in the Pakistani war no matter what. Whoa. Okay, my plans are evolving pretty quickly. So what do you have? Wait, why are you giving me containment now? What the heck? Maybe he has like, I don't know, 5-year plan and Truman? He probably has to have 5-year plan and Truman. There are not many other reasons to do what he did. Oh my god. Why is this game so hard? So, theoretically I could actually hold on to Indo-Pakistani war, but that would probably be too greedy. I wouldn't get Milovs in that scenario. But now I can space blockade, which is normally not possible. Or I can play blockade and discard something. I could also do something like, I don't know, this, and see how he reacts to it. Huh. And Jesus, realignments look good too. If I realign him out of Nigeria, it's great. Cuba is great secondary target. Chile is great secondary target as well. And I could still hold blockade. But now I probably don't want to. Maybe I shouldn't be so eager to event in the Pakistani war in Pakistan or India when he's there. Maybe I should just event it right now and get the Milops and then play blockade with Cambridge on my last AR. Or, wait, actually now I can do something like this. If he has 5-year plan and Truman, he's probably going to take Iran and Pakistan with it, and then I can event in the Pakistani war in Pakistan and get the Milops at least, and maybe even win the war. So, wait, okay, that actually looks like a good idea. Okay. Okay, so that's not that bad. I got rid of cocaine. Are there any other reasons for which he would give me containment? Like, if he had Asia scoring, he would just drop it before giving me containment. That doesn't make any sense. So he has to have 5-year plan and something, probably Truman, but... Okay. Oh, he didn't take it, so I can take it. Yeah, Truman and 5-year plan. Here we go. Alright, So the question is, do I event it for Millops or do I just grab Pakistan? I think I grab Pakistan. This gives me better odds of equalizing Asia if I draw it. I didn't draw it, however, so that doesn't matter. Alright, so I got NATO. I got captured Nazis, Socialists, Korea War. He got Nasser, Asia, defectors, and US Japan. Alright. Duck and cover is a good redraw, so I guess I can use it. I don't have any better headlines, so let's go for it, and it has a surprise value to it, let's say. I suspect he will headline Nasser, so with duck and cover he can actually grab Libya and Egypt right away, which is of course annoying. But if he does that, I get to grab India, which is pretty decent. The annoying thing is that he got US Japan, so... Well, maybe that's not actually that annoying, because Formosan Resolution is in play. And also Korea is up for grabs, which is an interesting point. I probably don't have a convincing way of grabbing it, because if I do it right away with a 4-op, he gets to just take India with a 3-op, and it's pretty good for him. Because of course, while I hold Korean War, especially when I have UN in my hand, and blockade is out of the game, it's not unreasonable for me to go to Korea. So he has a choice to make, because he could even now drop Asia or take India or something like that. But then I would grab Libya. Or if he has a 4-op other than US Japan, he could probably do something like 3 into India, 1 into Libya, or maybe 2 into Libya and 2 into India, something like that. Then I would probably have to actually grab South Korea with a 4-op. Huh. That's a pretty complicated position over the board. Oh, come on! Why the heck did you get it again? Oh, okay. Yeah. So let me just grab that. It's strictly better than going to Korea, right? Theoretically... No, it's strictly better, wait, he doesn't know I have nuclear test. He knows I have nuclear test, but no, he doesn't. Okay, so let's not reveal that information. Let's show him NATO instead, because he knows I have it. Okay. That's actually interesting. He didn't headline Purge, even though he knew I have some problematic cards, like Socialists. Okay, now he does that. So now I can do this. Okay, he has no way of pushing this forward, so he was gonna drop Asia now and then play a US Japan for ops. And that's probably a good choice, unfortunately. I don't know if he's not gonna space defectors or US Japan or something else he drew, so I'm gonna go for captured Nazis immediately to get that space track lead. Oh my god. Okay, that's bad. Alright. I don't like that. I'm gonna give him some... Or actually, maybe I don't have to. Maybe I don't have to give him Milops. He's not gonna give me Milops, so I'm not gonna make it easy for him. Let's space Arab-Israeli war. And if need arises, I can space Korean war as well. Maybe this is the game I will win by getting the space track VPs. I should probably enter Colombia before the turn ends. Defectors, Hikus, okay, so I should get Milops. Oh my god, that's not... I'm not gonna turn that one over, probably. So now Algeria is in danger as well. And what do you have, Mr. Toxic? I should probably overprotect Angola. I should enter Colombia. And, well, the state of Algeria is questionable, but I suspect I will have to ignore it for a while. So I will probably go for something like Angola, Colombia, and to Mexico. I don't think I have anything better to do. Now now getting the first coup in Africa becomes very significant. So I think it's important for me to pull some threat at least. And even though going to Colombia is risky, I think it's pretty necessary because if I coup Zaire, I can fight for domination in Africa. If he coups Angola, he can fight for his control in Africa. That's a pretty significant swing, let's say. Unfortunately, he can play US Japan for free, so I don't expect him to make anything easy for me right now. Syria... Oh! Whoa! Alright. That's interesting. Okay. So, either I do exactly what I said, which is this, or I could also coup Uruguay and commit seppuku if I roll 1 or 2. I don't like that perspective. But if I do that, now he's just gonna coup Angola, then I will take Venezuela, and then he will take Brazil, right? And I'm still screwed. Kind of screwed. Yeah, I'm pretty much screwed. Unless I draw something very good, like Junta. Or actually OAS, maybe. I'm gonna cry if I roll 1 on that Uruguay coup, or 2. That's 1/3 of a chance. I can't take that risk. I don't think I can. I don't have the balls to do it, unfortunately. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Lone Gunman and CIA created in one hand. What a great situation. However, I got also misleading, nuclear subs, and ABM. Curious. Okay, so since Duck and Cover is out, Missile Envy seems like a safe choice. So I will go for it. I don't see any of the red 4-ups, and there are 3 of them, so he may have one of them. Nuclear test ban is gone, and US, Japan, and NATO are gone as well, so only Marshall Plan is like a very mediocre 4-up target for me. Nuclear subs is a potentially huge card, but it kind of depends on what my missile envy hits. Whoa, really? Wait, that's actually a pretty interesting headline. Yes, I got it. Alright, that's very good for me. That's very good for me. And I will gladly take my man in Tehran, even though I already see Lone Gunman in my hand. Well, I'm not surprised that he doesn't like it. Frankly, I don't give a shit about that, mate. Not now, not after the early war, and you getting both the cards and purge 2 times. The question is, do I cool with it? It seems wasteful as hell to Kuzayu with it. It's an overkill. And I could probably event nuclear subs later on, but I don't even have that many good targets to put ops into. Like Venezuela, of course, is one of them, like, obviously. But what else? Maybe I could take Iraq, I guess. If I go to Venezuela and Iraq, he gets to choose. No, he's probably then. No, he has to use Missile Envy, so he probably can't coup me out of Venezuela with just a 2-0. So he's probably gonna coup Angola then. And then I get to take Brazil. Then he's gonna take Chile to counter my South America domination. And then I will event nuclear subs and wage a coup war in African battlegrounds. I mean, it's not gonna be a coup war because only I will get to coup anything. And he doesn't have salt, because if he had salt, he would 100% headline it over money in Tehran, especially with the factors gone. Okay. So this starts to look like a kind of a plan. To do something like this, and I don't know if I go to Iraq actually. Maybe it's more something like that. Huh. Or I could go to South Africa as well. Damn. Muslim Rev don't hurt me yet, so I think this will be enough. Okay, let's go for this. Oh my god, what is this? Alright, so this is gone, this is gone. This is gone for sure as well. So, ironically, those are the two biggest questions. Wow. Okay, so Africa is in a pretty terrible state right now. It's gonna be after he coups Angola with Missile Envy, obviously. But then I'm gonna event nuclear sites, like later on. And that may change a lot. Huh. I don't actually know. I don't actually know. I don't actually know. I don't know. If I discard both of them, the only scorings remaining will be Middle East and Central. What does that change? Well, actually, with Muslim Rev and Liberation Theology being gone, I think I'm pretty okay-ish with that happening, especially because US tends to have a better late war than USSR. Yeah, I'm not convinced I want to see that. The Africa looks... It's definitely a brave option. But I like being brave. So... let's keep it. I don't know. My gut tells me that this is wrong, but... those nuclear subs in my hand and my certainty that he doesn't have salt, it's pretty actually promising. Yeah, that was a really good. Okay, let's grab fat and fat. Alright. So of course he could Angola, he succeeded, and I took both the dominations. Now I'm not certain if he's gonna take Chile because he actually doesn't have a good reason to. Well, he has that as well. He's gonna cook Guatemala because he doesn't know if I have Central or not. Or he has it, in which case he's certain that I don't have it, but he needs to do that anyway. Middle East is equal now, that's very good, and now we can have some fun with nuclear subs, but before that I would like to space Quagmire, and probably I would like to space Suez too. Yeah, that's reasonable. Okay, I guess I shouldn't write the thing I was going to write because that kind of makes it obvious that I don't have Woolberry in hand. If I had it though, that would be a good bluff. Arms race. Alright. Let's space once more. This time we succeeded. He had to space that, so no wonder that he actually used. That he actually gave me my main in Tehran and Camp David, since he had also a voice to space. And I will have probably 3 coups in Africa. Let's see if that's enough. Now he'll probably break something, because what else would he do? Comecon. So he'll break Mexico, I suppose. No, he'll break Pakistan. Why is that? I don't really agree with that play. That's pretty weird. Asia is already scored. But I'm not gonna complain. Let's Guangua. Well, that's kind of suspicious that he headlined our man in Tehran instead of Comecon. I kind that seems weird. I'm not 100% saying that it's bad. It kind of seems bad. Okay, now he's going for Mexico, which obviously makes sense, but I wonder why he does it only now. The question is, do I coup now and then do something with Mexico, or do I just grab Mexico back and then coup on my last AR? Because I'm probably gonna play ABM for influence with this hand in this situation. So I could theoretically coup Zaire. No, I probably want to grab that and put that. And probably overprotect it too. Especially while I'm under nuclear subs, so I don't need to event ABM to get a coup. Let's see what he does with that. What a spectacular hand. Lone gunman and CIA created. Can I get Kennedy, please? Pretty please. The question is, if I actually get Kennedy, can I discard both of those? Because if I get 2 scorings, I'm gonna die. Okay, he probably breaks Pakistan again. No, he breaks Algeria this time. He's changing his targets, which is pretty weird, but alright. Now let's go there. Oh, that's a very significant roll. And of course, Algeria is a very good target. But for him, of course, it was just a good play. Alright. Those are some good cards. Angola looks pretty scary with me having South African unrest, decal, Portuguese Empire crumbles, and lone gunman in hand. I don't feel safe about keeping it, so I'm glad that I rolled well in Zaire. Maybe at least that country will stay with me. I have 3, maybe 4 potentially good headlines. John Paul is probably the most useless one. It's just a late war headline, which I can't really capitalize on immediately, especially because Truman is gone. Alliance is very passive, it just gives me points, which is good, but nothing special. However, Usury looks very promising here. It could help me out with scoring bigly on Southeast Asia scoring, and it kind of forces him to respond if I break Thailand with it. So let's go for it and see what happens, especially when he's kind of forced to Angola. He has salt now, alright. I'm not sure what he's going to pick up. Probably ABM or Purge, there's nothing else, but it would be that interesting to him, I guess. Let's take loss and take Thailand and see what he does. Now, having the China card and being willing to play it as I am, actually looks even better because I could coup Thailand after he does whatever. And maybe this way I will be actually able to get rid of the gunman thing. Because after he drops the defcon at from 5 to 4, I will probably coup Thailand with China. Or no, if he drops the defcon, actually I may just grab Thailand, that's even better. Okay. So then Gunman will actually be a playable card for me, almost for sure. Alright, that looks good. What do you take? Perch, ABM? ABM. Alright. Alright, he doesn't cool, he just grabs it with check. Makes sense, but him using check kind of suggests weakness. I'm not sure about that though. Let's go with the China card. Yes! That's very important. Very good that I rolled 5. Now, of course, he's able to go back if he has a reasonable card to do it. He has to remember that all the crews are debuffed by Salt, so it's not gonna be an easy task for him to get that Thailand back. And even if he does it, I will probably at least be able to get away with Gunman. The question is, do I want to give him Gunman now? Because it's very tricky to give it to him. Okay, he just lowers the defcon. Wait, no, he doesn't even lower the defcon. Wait, okay. So now I probably want to give Gunman to him. Because now he's obviously threatening to realign Thailand, but on +1. Yeah. I think I have to give him Gunman now. I have to. Now he of course can either coup Angola or realign Thailand, or maybe he can like grab Algeria or do something else and let me decide what's going to happen next. Or coup Indonesia if he really wants to. But I think it's important enough that I can afford giving him that move. And also I have so many bad red cards in my hand that I will probably not be able to space them all. So even if he gives me Kennedy, it's not gonna be a huge waste for me to get rid of Gangnam before that happens. And the perfect scenario, of course, is him. Oh, okay, he actually just took Algeria. So I get to keep Thailand then, right? Because now I just coup Nigeria. Unfortunately, that fails. God damn it. But it's okay, since now he does something. Probably he just pulls Angola with 8 hearts. And uh, then in response to that, I just keep Thailand. He gives me Sadat even. Okay. And he failed. Life is good. Life is good. So I could actually take that and grab Middle East domination, right? But he knows I don't have Middle East scoring, and he probably wouldn't give me Sadat if he had Middle East scoring. So that's probably not that relevant. So maybe it's more important to overprotect Angola. Like that. Do I believe that he has many playable cards with high odds? I don't think so. I think he's very weak. That I probably shouldn't risk by putting only one to Angola, right? On the other hand, hmm. On the other hand, I have all the African events he may want to play. So maybe I don't even need to do that. Maybe this is enough. And if he takes Angola away from me, I can just play Alliance for Progress for Ops. Which is less than optimal, but acceptable. So I guess I will try it. Oh god. Mexico? Thailand. Ah, oh, shit. He had that. God damn it. Okay, that sucks. Uh, let's just grab that. Now if he takes Angola over, I can realign him in +1, so that's good. I hate brush war. Hate brush war. He had central for 0, that's fine. Now let's space. Of course, theoretically I could try holding decal until turn 7, but that's probably not realistic, and also after I space something, I'm gonna be on so far on the space track that I don't get to space 2 ops anymore, so I probably don't want to be stuck with decal, so I will just space it now and hope to never draw it again. Alliance for Progress, of course, is a decent source of VPs, so I will use it immediately, and I expect to get Asknot now. I of course hope that doesn't happen, but well, if it does, then I guess I'm throwing two ops out, and I hope that I don't draw 2 scorings. The chances of that happening are pretty low, so... shit. Do I actually want to calculate that? 23 cards, so let's say those are 24. 4 of them are scoring, so 1/6 is scoring, so I would have to 1/8 times 1/6 is like 2%. A little bit more than 2%. I don't think I carry that. Okay. Math was on my side. Nixon and Cuban missile crisis. Alright, that looks like realignments to me. Alright. Alright, what do we have? Brezhnev is always good to have. One small step is pretty irrelevant, but at least I know that he won't have it. Allende is annoying, but not that significant in the current situation. Of course, he got Kuomintang, which doesn't make me happy. But at least that means that there's a chance he will spend a turn in the Americas instead of Queen Angola, which is always something. I think I could start with Nixon and taking the China card away from him, because there are several annoying cards he may be unwilling to play, and I will like to help him with that. So let's go for it. Yeah, he failed, but of course he can just fix it immediately. Oh no, actually I tracked cards in a wrong way. There were only 3 scorings left in the deck and I would have to draw 2 of them, so the chances were actually even smaller than that. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not that good at the maths as I thought I was, so I guess lucky me for not being punished for my miscalculations. There are 4 places in which I really want to drop a puppet government influence, which are Haiti, Peru, Burma, and South. Jesus. So, I mean, of course, Saudi Arabia. Okay, that doesn't help. I guess the goal is now free to play. I will go for it immediately. Let's start with Haiti. Maybe that will force him to react. Peru. And is it Burma or Saudi? I guess Saudi is not that definitely more important. But a surprisingly valuable puppet government event when you look at the fact that it's already turn 6. Or maybe actually Cameroon, Sudan, or Ethiopia, or Zimbabwe were also potentially good targets because they set up African domination. I didn't think about those, but I guess those choices are pretty good as well. Haiti, of course, forces him to react in some way to not get realigned out of Cuba, which is his only Central America battleground. Going to Peru does the same thing with Chile. Okay, he does that. I really want to bait him into capturing Chile himself because I will have to give him Allende anyway. So if he makes any effort to do that, that's a win for me. Let's now do something like this, since Muslim is gone. Now, since he took Nicaragua. Oh, of course, you took that. Sure. Yeah, I still have to coup something, so I can just as well start by cooing Saharan states and getting a draw at least for a while in Africa. Ficus with Panama Canal. Right, sure, I can play that game with you. I'm afraid he may not have Middle East. Would be pretty awkward. I will probably try to hold one small step. Influence. Alright, that's interesting because that actually doesn't help him if I manage to go Cameroon. Okay, I think I prefer to use one small step for that. Actually, I don't mind using it. And that's actually not as significant of an event for him to make me really want to hold it. Terms, that it seems that me holding Africa wasn't that beneficial after all. Well, who knows what would happen, what would have happened if I didn't do that. We'll never know. I will use John Paul now. Of course, it's advisable to even John Paul on AR7, not AR6, but I already intend to play Brezhnev on AR7. His space is grain sales. Alright, Warsaw Pact is gone, so I could actually just run for Poland. However, I think I will start by grabbing Israel, since Middle East is going to be scored in a second. And maybe I want to grab Philippines as well. Damn it. Yeah, I guess I'm not going for Poland after all. Okay, is everything alright? Yeah. Let's do it. Oh, God. Okay, so unfortunately, I got the worst part of the cards. And my redraw is pretty terrible. Except flower power. Flower power is fine. Well, maybe me getting colonial rearguards is not that bad after all. Maybe me getting colonial rearguards is good, so maybe me getting Southeast Asia as well is not that bad because I can headline colonials and threaten taking apart Thailand, and then maybe I can do something with that. Okay, if he goes for Willy Brandt, that doesn't really matter. And that's expected. I guess. Because there are no other good options, right? I mean, I could start by like dropping Middle East, but that's probably too passive of a play. It doesn't force him to react in any way, so I guess I'm not doing that. Okay, let's try to create some chaos, force him to make some tough decisions. The funny thing is that if he, I don't know, like coups Angola or something like that, I don't even know if I want to grab Thailand with China. I have so many things to do on the map. I could probably like grab Vietnam, Nigeria, West Germany, and go into Algeria with flower power or something like that. And that would be a pretty good play as well. And I wouldn't have to spend China on that. And Lone Gunman and CIA, no, Lone Gunman is gone, but CIA is still not gone. So me giving him China is not advisable. Uh, Alright, he goes for OPEC to Thailand, Vietnam, and Algeria. Okay, so he plays defensively and lets me go. I guess I will. Huh. Okay, so I guess I could just go for Brazil. Because let's be realistic, I need to get something going in South America, probably. Let's try it. Damn it! Unfortunately, he has Marshall, so he's surely able to take Brazil and Nigeria if he wants to. The fact is that he will, of course, have to give me Marshall for that, which is not that obviously useless. It kind of helps me in getting equal footing in Europe. But what matters is that if he wants to, he can. What the hell? Alright. He goes for bear trap. Wow. Why is this game so hard? Okay, so I could grab Nigeria. I could take Thailand in 2 steps as well. Like doing something like that and then grabbing it with China. That's a pretty huge VP swing. I could I could I could probably somehow I could coup Uruguay with something and hope for at least 3 on a roll with a 2 up, or at least 2 with, on a roll with a 3 up. Like, if I coup Uruguay with the goal and I don't roll a 1, I degrade South America scoring from 5 to 2, which saves me 3 VPs. And going like that and taking Thailand saves me like 10 gajillion VPs in the long run, but it requires me to give him the China card. And I hope he doesn't have fucking brush war again, because that would be sad, right? But I think I have to try. Oh, that's right. He probably redrew like some awful blue 2-ups. I don't think he's gonna discard Marshall immediately. Duck and cover, okay. He stays in the bear trap, so I will just grab that immediately. And I have 4 moves left with 3 scorings in hand, so I don't think I'm going to go into Nigeria now. Okay, he gets that as well. I will start with discarding Southeast Asia. Of course, it sucks that I'm letting him take Nigeria, but I really don't have the time for that. And I need to overprotect Thailand before the turn ends, probably. And Pakistan would be good to overprotect as well. Damn it. And I would like to coup Nicaragua or Guatemala. Zimbabwe is a good target as well. I would love to take West Germany back if he doesn't give me Marshall. There's probably nothing that can save me in South America at this point, so I guess I will be dropping that. I don't think it can get worse quickly though, so I think I will try to drop Middle East, then maybe do something and then drop Southeast Asia. His base is Norad, okay, that's a passive play. I guess I will drop Middle East now. He still doesn't know about South America scoring in my hand, but I don't think I can use that to... Well, actually he has OAS, to be fair. He has OAS in his hand, so maybe he lets me do something. Okay, that doesn't look like he's going to. Yeah, that makes sense, of course. Sure. Whatever you say, buddy. Okay, let's try going for... Or actually, the goal is playable. I think I may use the goal now. I mean, technically still his event, but it doesn't change much. He has 5, I would need to equalize 2 of them. And then I wouldn't be able to overprotect Thailand and Pakistan. I think this is more important, so I will go for something like that and see how he reacts to it. Uh-huh. He gives me OAS actually, but he got 5-year plan unfortunately, so that doesn't help. Yuck. Well, like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Let's just break Brazil and have him fix it, and he will, like, take Brazil and Cuba. I'm gonna drop South America for -5 and have a sad face. So, at least he didn't get me lobs. Unless he used Colombia to get them. Because that's not a very unreasonable thing to do for him. Okay. And Cuba probably, yeah. So he gives me 2 VPs from Milps, that's good. War games, hello. Whoa. Alright, that's a pretty interesting hand. Mm. I'm lately quite known for my luck when it comes to war games wins in weird situations. I think this may be a fine addition to my collection. I just need to hit that little space truck right there. That's all. Iran-Iraq war would work as well, if not for the fact that unfortunately... Oh, why? Why do you have it again? Oh, if not for the fact that flower power is active, so playing Iran war costs me 2 VPs itself. Alright. So kitchen debates are an obvious idea. What's up with the battleground count? I have 1 less in Europe, 1 more in Central America, 2 less in South America, 1 more here, so he's at +1, I have 2 more here, so I'm at +1, and I'm at plus another 2, yeah, that should work even if he flips Thailand. right? Let's count once more. 3, 1, 4, 1. Okay, so regardless of the brush war result, kitchen debates work. However, I'm still not amused. Yes! Panama! Thailand survived this assault. Comic Con. I think when it comes to tournament rules, uh, equalizing with war games makes the game a draw. I will have to consider that. However, before I do, I will try spacing at least once. Fuck, that didn't work. Well, maybe he lets me space twice. That would be inadvisable for him, but well, he succeeded and I failed, so that doesn't work anymore. What do I think about my chances in this game? I can probably try to make this work. So far, taking unnecessary risks didn't help me much. Well, okay. I'm gonna play it anyway, I can't space it, so let's do it now. Fuck! And now I'm rolling freeze? Come on. Okay. So I guess that won't be the way I win this game. And he has that. Alright, so we're going to final scoring. Unless he has Asia for me. If he has Asia, then that doesn't matter. Okay, first let's equalize Europe. And get that. So he goes Haiti, and then I drop Europe. I will be sad if I lose this game because of the fact that I didn't take a draw. Okay, AWACS. Okay, he could Haiti just as planned. So now I can drop Europe for -1. AWACS is pretty useless, but at least it makes me more comfortable in the Middle East. However, Middle East scoring came in a really bad moment, so... Oh! Well, I guess now I get punished for not waiting with that Iran-Iraq war and Europe draw. Because now I get to choose my fate again. I will not do it yet. I will Queen Nicaragua Summit. There are quite many cards which give 1 VP to the American player. That's not one of them, but that's certainly a good event. Like there are Defectors, there's Reagan Bombs Libya, there are Star Wars, which are unplayable for him, an Evil Empire, the Iron Lady, Cal. So I think I will do... Huh. The thing is that I have to play Pershing if I drop if I don't play war games. If I don't play war games, I have to go for Pershing. That's how it works. So I guess I will drop them now, prepare to play South African Unrest, and probably try to pick them up again by Star Wars? Damn it, damn it, damn it. Sure. I can still fight in the final scoring. And Star Wars being completely unplayable for him. CIA being present in the game. Voice of America being somewhere out there are all things that make me cheer up a little bit at least. Chernobyl, that doesn't matter at all. Yeah. So you can have that. I will have to play it at some point probably, so... Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't hold war games as well, my friend. We'll see how that goes. Well, he has 6 countries over here, I have 3, so even if I pull one over, it doesn't really matter that much. Okay. I'm not entering Cuba, that would be a suicide. When I don't know what's up with Ortega. I could break his domination like that. Let's see. Star Wars? No. Purge. Voice. Central. Reagan bombs Libya. Olympic Games. Nuclear test ban. Maybe it was a good plan to hold war games actually. My decision making in this game isn't perfect, that's to say the least. Central will probably be dropped for like 2 weeks, right? Yeah. I don't think I can make it more than that. Deco is annoying, but fortunately that's the only annoying card. Voice. Does voice help me? I want to play CIA for an event, probably. I'm gonna space perishing, hold the decal, play everything else. But I probably still want to headline Purge. I'm gonna go for it. That's of course because with the CIA it makes it really easy for me to outplay him, because he will be weaker due to the Purge and I will know all his cards. Fuck! Yeah. And also there are several 2-ops that are unplayable for him, so... I mean, okay, to be fair, it's mostly Star Wars, but there are other cards that are unplayable, like the Third Down Visual and Soviet Shoot Down Call, and I think it's creating some hand management problems for him is worth it. For example, if he's forced to hold on to Star Wars and he draws some Defcon cards later on, this may be really detrimental to him. Okay, he plays Suez Crisis. That means that I will probably coup now. Coup a Battleground, probably coup an African Battleground, probably do the card I want to play for Ops later. And I probably, for event I meant, but I probably need to do it with a nuclear test ban. I really need to hit that roll. Well, I would have hit that roll anyway, it seems. But I'm not gonna complain. And he drops Africa for 1. Alright. It's good that I managed to escape. Yeah, show me what you have. Okay. Interesting. Solidarity is a good news for me. Third Down Visible is unfortunately spaceable, but well, at least it's annoying. Iron Lady is pretty not relevant, but Social Stars still somewhere there. Arab-Israeli War is not active. Iran-Contra is... A one-up probably, he's just gonna play it. And Special Relationship is useless. Okay. Okay, I think I will cook Guatemala. So he has one playable tool, which is the Iron Lady. So if I manage to strip him of it, he will be forced to give up his Cuban control. Before I do that, I will space Pershing and fail again. Ah, that's something I had to try anyway. And now the question arises, do I even want to... That's the funny part. Do I even want to use voice this turn? Because if we are going to go to final scoring, I probably want to hold voice to my last AR to play it then. But if I do that, I risk getting Aldrich aims by him, and that's not gonna be pretty. So that's a tough choice. Also, if I use voice now, I can kick him out of Libya completely. So even if I use voice now, take him out of Cuba and Libya, and he uses Iron Lady to get back to Cuba, I can just steal Libya from him. I can still do it in a while. I can still do it next turn. I will just grab one VP, since I can. And I will hope he plays the Iron Lady now. No. He's wise to my tricks and spaces tear down and hits that space dragon again. Alright. I don't think I can force him to do that in any way. He still has Iron Contra to play before that, so that's probably not gonna be his first choice to play the Iron Lady. So I will do something like this to not risk him getting Eldritch Aims. Well, to be fair, I see his headline, so theoretically I could have held on to voice, and if I see Eldritch Aims I can just headline the voice. But I don't think I am into that because I would have to give it call anyway. Okay, so now do I grab Libya or do I score Central? Because if I score Central, he's gonna play the Iron Lady to Libya. And if I take Libya, he's gonna play it to repair Cuba. So that's 2 VPs for now, and that's probably like 2 VPs for the rest of the game in the final scoring. So that's probably better to get it now. It makes my chances of winning by war games a little bigger. So now he plays Iron Lady to take Libya, and I play Olympic Games to do something. Probably break something. What am I breaking though? Am I breaking to Libya? Am I entering Cuba? I don't think I can enter Cuba yet. Maybe I'm breaking his Germany. Let's see. Okay, Junta is great. Defectors are great. North Sea oil is okay-ish. Terrorism is, I don't know yet. I will have to think about it. Muslim work is great. Portuguese Empire crumbles is annoying, and marine barracks bombing is annoying. And Latin America debt crisis is annoying, but probably not that relevant since he doesn't have since we don't actually contest many of the battlegrounds there. And he headlines Cuban Missile Crisis. Is it worth defecting it? OPEC is gone, right? Yeah, so North Sea oil is not really relevant. I'm gonna give up Latin American debt crisis. Oh, okay, actually Portuguese Empire Congress doesn't matter. So I'm gonna give that to him, that to him, and that to him, and hold deco. If I defect it, he's gonna get a coup and he's gonna coup Nigeria. Like, why would I? Why wouldn't I allow him to jump the DEFCON lower? If he got Star Wars and Soviets should call down, I can. Oh no, I can kill him anyway. He's never gonna lose to DEFCON, but just not gonna happen. Junta headline is pretty useless if I don't get to coup anything. But maybe I can coup. Maybe he can headline Cuban Missile Crisis, and I can pay the cost immediately, and then play the Junta to Brazil and coup Uruguay, and hope for a huge roll. That seems pretty useless before playing Latin American debt crisis. I think I'm fighting for Central America control, not for South America equality. That's probably my goal now. I really don't want him to coup Nigeria. I really don't want him to do that. So I will probably allow Cuban Missile Crisis to resolve. So I'm not playing defectors. If I'm not playing defectors, I'm either playing terrorism or junta. Let's do something like this. I'm not sure if this is the correct play. Cambridge 5. Makes sense. Okay, I will let him resolve this before he does something sneaky in Venezuela. There are not many cards that can threaten his domination there anyway, so I will resolve it right away. Sure. And let's fight for Cuba. The thing is that my lead in VPs is pretty significant, so if we spend this turn just fighting for Cuba, I'm completely fine with it. Like, sure bro, we can just chill here, not worry about the state of the board. No! That's not fair. Fuck, he had it. Well, okay, so my Muslim revolution is gone. Mm, really? Why is he so scared of terrorism? I don't get it. He can only have two cards that are very bad for him. Like he can have Star Wars and Soviet Shutdown Call, and he can just space one of them and keep in his hand the second of them because he has China. I don't get this play. I think it's bad. But okay, maybe I don't see something. There were a couple of mistakes I made this game, so maybe that's just another another poor judgment on my part. His pace is bad. That's fine. I will choose fun with Portuguese and see what's now. I hope. What do you mean? My hand is all but everything but problematic. I have Decal, Marine Barracks Bombing, and Latin American Debt Crisis, and I'm forced to play all of them. Like, sure, there aren't terrible cards, but like, what would I have to like be in a terrible spot? Ortega didn't do anything because at the start of my turn I didn't have anything in Cuba, I believe. Uh, Liberation Theology is not much worse than Decal. It's probably even better than Decal for me. I'm not catching up. Yeah, you're probably not. That's the fun part. Alright, let's start with that. That's the least annoying option, so I will just fix it quickly. There's not much he can do. He can like pull 2 out of Israel or Iraq. I'm gonna just put it back. Yeah, you should. He can't discard anything from my hand, so I will just play Muslim Revolution as my AR7. Hopefully this is enough. It should be enough. I have my build-ups, so I guess next I'm letting him resolve Decal, and I'm probably overprotecting Nigeria and Thailand because he's gonna put it into Nigeria, South Africa, Thailand, and I don't know, Sudan maybe. Evil Empire. He overprotects things. Okay, that's surely not something that will let him win. Please go. By the way, like, I'm not saying he has an easy way out of this game. Of course, he's probably lost at this point. But if you see that you're lost, you should probably try something special. Like, I don't know. Like, realigning Mexico is probably better than overprotecting Europe. Because, like, I could get that in. I could get that if he was dominating Europe and he wanted to make sure that he dominates it in the final scoring. Like, of course, yeah, you should do that. But, like, right now, I have no interest in breaking Europe. Like, why would I do that? So, if you think you're lost anyway, you should probably try something crazy like realigning something silly or, oh, he has found. Okay. But well, what do I know? So that's one. I'm not winning there, I'm not winning there. I could probably equalize South America. I can at least threaten that. I can probably get 4 countries there. Looks realistic. Let's see. He has solidarity and something else. Or maybe solidarity was the reason he was scared about. He was scared of terrorism. I'm not sure. Maybe that was a reason. Yeah, when I think about it, I think I should have probably kept war games around. I'm very glad that I didn't event them to make this game end in a draw. That would be sad. Yeah, GG, I have to break some stuff now. I don't have much to do. Probably got domination in Asia. Right. Yeah, that's probably right. Or I could get domination in Europe instead of his advantage. Oh no, I couldn't. Okay, so this is probably the way. Thanks for the game. And thanks for watching it. I think it was pretty intense, despite being so long. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.